What is up, guys? Welcome back. So it's been a few weeks. Let me just shortly explain why I haven't been uploading the last 2 weeks. Last week I was at the Copenhagen Heavy Metal Festival with my two brothers. We had an absolute epic trip, and if you're into heavy metal, it is definitely the place to go that one time a year. And that's why I didn't upload last week. So now you know. The week before that, though, I was in Sweden with the guys from Arex, filming and photographing a really cool dude up there. And we want to make a documentary on well, not all of his life, but a big part of his life, which is fishing for local trouts in the river up there. And well, I'll leave a few pictures at the end of this video so you guys can check it out. He is really a cool person to look at and also to talk with, and he's just a really passionate guy. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end and check out those pictures. And yeah, well, there will be a documentary film on him at some point. I don't know exactly when, but remember to stay tuned, and you guys will be the first to know. So today we will be tying a super simple shrimp pattern, this one right here, and you don't need a whole lot of materials. 2 would actually be enough. This one has some antennas on it, you will see in just a minute, but all in all, a really easy and super cool fly to have in the box. So why don't we jump down to the vise right here and tie this little shrimp. Okay, let's get this one going. The hook in the vise is from Arex as usual, and this is the NS122, which I have given a small bend here with a set of pliers, approximately 1/3 up the shank from the hook eye. This is not a crucial step. I just like to do it on my shrimp flies, as you know, because it makes it a lot easier, for me at least, to get the proportions right. So just get a small layer of thread going here, just right around where the hook starts to bend. Grab some dubbing. This is also one of my favorites, STF dub in whatever color you want. This is gray olive. Just take out a small amount and dub it straight onto your thread here. And get a small bump going here, like that. Brush that out a bit. And then tie on top of that. Pulling these fibers at the same time, so they will keep pointing forwards. Look, I think it needs a bit more. And as always, I like to use a bit more time on that head part of the shrimp. So just take your time and run over it a few times until you're satisfied. Remember, it's not a race. At least it isn't for me when tying flies. I have a lot of fun doing it. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that don't like to spend too much time by the vise, and that is totally fine. I just like to tie flies just as much as I like to fish them, so I don't mind spending the extra time out here in the cave. Okay, so now I'm satisfied with the head part here. Then I want to get my thread back to the hook eye here, grab some more dubbing, and then just make a layer, a base layer, kind of. So you have a bit more dubbing to brush out afterwards. And kind of you wanna start building up that taper of the body at this step as well. So just make sure you make that nice and fat here on the middle. Don't be afraid to use a lot of dubbing either on this particular pattern, because we will be brushing out a lot of it at the end. So it's better to have too much on here than too little, because we will be brushing it out. So just make it nice and juicy, like that. And then you want to brush a little bit again on the top side here. Just brush it forwards. And you can kind of see it right there. That already has the shape of a shrimp. And that's why I make that bend in the hook. Just makes it so much easier. So right around this point, with the hook point here, if your thread is there, make a few turns while holding this. 2 or 3, just to keep it under control. Sorry. You want to grab yourself some kind of rib. This is just a 0.24 fluorocarbon. Anything you have lying around will do the trick. So get that on there. Make sure it's nice and secure. Don't worry about tying on top of this. We will be putting on some more dubbing. This was just to predetermine the shape of the shrimp. Now I want to put on some of these stripped hackle fibers. This is not a crucial step. I just like the way it looks also in the water, so I will be putting on one on each side here. That's one side. That's the other one. Kind of measure them out so they are almost same length. And then just tie these buttons down as well. Cut them off somewhere around there. Alright, so now that's done. Might have to work it a bit here. I'll get some more dubbing. And then just cover up the body here. nice and thick so you have a lot to brush out. Like that. Then I want to grab one of these really cool shrimp shells from Pro Sport Fisher. They have eyes and everything on them, so it just makes it so easy to make a cool looking shrimp in no time. Even has a little tail back here, so tie that on with a few turns at the back there just to keep it in place. And then you want to find that rib, get that first hard turn in, like that, and then just work your way down and kind of press down on the shrimp back as well as you go along. Tie it off at the back here. Cut off that rib. Then I want to give these fibers a slight bend, which I will do by putting either a nail or in this case my scissors onto the stem, and my finger just pull it like this and they will curve just like this. Make a whip finish. Cut off the thread. Turn around that fly if you have a vise that can do that, and then just brush the hell out of this belly here. I want these fibers to mimic the legs of the shrimp, so just be mean to it here. There's a lot of dubbing, so there we go. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is a super easy, super fast tie as well. Pretty realistic looking shrimp. If you want, you can put a drop of UV glue onto that. Oh, that was a lot. Onto that eye there in front. Same thing on the other side, just a small drop. Cure that. See, that really exaggerates the eyes, make them pop a little more. That there is the finished shrimp. Alright, that was it. As you can see, a pretty simple tie and a really fishy one as well. So make sure to tie up a few for your own box. I hope you enjoy these next few seconds of pictures from my Sweden trip. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to do that. Hit the bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And I will see you guys next week.